Hello everybody, my name is Lego Lee and welcome back to the Lego MOC showcase video. Now if you've been following me for the past few months, you might remember that a few months ago for Lego Collectible Minifigures Series 19, I made what I call here my Minifigure Staircase. It's a custom stand to display all the minifigures from any given Lego Collectible Minifigures series. And with LEGO releasing the DC Superheroes Collectible Minifigure series, I made a minifig staircase for that series as well. So in this video, we're going to dive deeper into my techniques, how I built this MOC, and kind of some of the special things about it. But before we get started, guys, check the description or the link in my bio, whatever, to find a link to support me on Patreon. If you support me over there and become a patron, any small donation, even $1, really helps get this account off the ground and more cool videos like this can be made. So check that out, but without further ado, let's get into this video. Now I made the Series 19 minifigure staircase pretty much all lime green because the packaging for that series was lime green. However, when it comes to the DC Superheroes packaging, it's pretty much just black. And black's not super interesting. It wouldn't make for a very cool display. So I decided to go a little bit more colorful with it. As you can see on the pan flip they give out in each of the individual minifigure bags, each figure here kind of has its own comic book style panel square, and each square has a different background color. So you can see on the front row right here, Mr. Miracle has green, Wonder Woman has red, Aquaman has yellow, and Stargirl has blue. And I repeated that for each individual space on this staircase. You can kind of see a side profile of this series right here, and the staircase here, yeah, I know it looks a little bit awkward and ugly right there. That's because I didn't have any hot pink bricks, so I had to use a few tiles to fill in the area right there, and it looks a little bit strange, but Sinestro is the only character in this series that has a hot pink background. Cyborg right here has purple. Batman next to him right there, I used dark gray. So each figure has their own unique color in front of them to represent what the way the pan flip looks, and the same designs can be seen on the box for this series as well. Now you're probably wondering, Lee, why aren't the minifigures using the new special display piece LEGO includes with each figure? Now, that is a very good question. I have all of those pieces in a bag right here so I don't lose them. The reason I didn't use those, while I do like the piece and it makes for cool little, action poses for your random superheroes and supervillains, I didn't use them because it takes up a lot of room and it makes displaying things on here so much more awkward. And I think this just looks more uniform and it goes nicer next to each individual series. When figuring out how to display each figure, it wasn't too difficult to display each one. I only made a couple of small modifications, thank God. The Flash figure right here that has lightning bolts literally coming out of his back was on the back row. That would have been a nightmare if he was on any other row. Additionally, Batmite here on the back row has short legs, so I actually just gave him a brick right there to stand on so he looks about the same height as the rest of the minifigures in this series. The Batman minifigure here has a very long grappling hook piece, which I wasn't entirely sure what to do with that, so I ended up just kind of wrapping it around the Joker back here, which I thought was a good place to put that. The chain for Mr. Miracle does kind of get in the way, and that's a bit annoying, and I think one of the more important things you have to do with this MOC, I did this with the Monkey King for Series 19. Cheetah here has the same tail piece. Now, the instructions tell you to put the tail piece going down, but it won't fit because it just isn't enough room. So instead, I moved the tail piece facing up so she can actually fit onto the staircase right here. So those are all these special modifications I had to make for this particular series. And finally, one thing I added that I think is very cool is the ability to combine these minifigure staircases. You can see I added some peg holes on the side right here and this small little connection piece that's supposed to aesthetically go with this. You put that in right there, and you can connect it to this right here, and now your minifigure staircases are combined together for an even bigger, more grand display of all the potential LEGO minifigure series. And I also made one for the DC series right here that you can put right there, and it can continue so on and so forth for each new series LEGO creates. So y'all, what do you think? Please tell me your thoughts about my minifigure staircase for the LEGO Collectible Minifigures DC Superheroes series in the comments down below. I would love to hear your feedback. And if you do take inspiration from the design, feel free to take, this design. And if you use it in the video, maybe give your boy some credit, but for the most part here, this is not a super complicated MOC, but I think it's a very effective display to make a cooler look for all of the minifigures that otherwise are kind of just loose and thrown around. So thank you guys so much for watching. While you're at it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, consider supporting me on Patreon, like this video and share the video with all of your friends, and I hope to see you guys next time on LEGO MOC Showcases. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.